Good morning, boys and girls. I just wanted to say hi and let you know that I'm gonna do my best to do my best. But I slipped in my kitchen and had a little accident, so I'm not gonna be able to press very hard, which is usually what I tell you not to do, right? So we are going to start our lesson by reintroducing the famous artist that we were learning about last time. Does anybody remember who that was? Great! If you said Pablo Picasso, you say Pablo Picasso, then you're right. And he was the very, very famous artist who decided, hey, I want everybody in the whole world to recognize my artwork. So I'm gonna make mine stand out more than anybody else's. I'm gonna do something that nobody else has even thought of. And that's how Cubism came to be. So that was his way of looking at something from every different angle, from all the sides of the cube. So we are going to go back into our portraits or self-portraits. If you were drawing yourself or if you were drawing someone in your home, then it would be a portrait, right? And a portrait means a picture of a person, okay? So we are going to, today, use 3 colors and 3 crayon colors only. And where might those be? Hold on a second. And here they are, right in front of my face. Okay, so we're going to take the 3 primary colors, red and yellow and blue. And we're going to use only these 3 colors because they're the primary color family, which means they are the very first family and most important of all of the colors. With these 3 colors only, we are going to be able to make all of the colors on this color wheel here that I made, okay? So this was done in marker, but we're going to use these 3 colors, the yellow, the blue, and the red, and we're going to be able to make the green and the orange and the violet or purple, okay? So let's try to do this. You hopefully already drew in pencil along with me last week, and you hopefully traced it in a marker. If you didn't, you can certainly do that if you'd like. I think it will make your features stand out a little bit more. But what I'd like to do is this. I want you to choose some area of the face. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna work out very well. I think I need to press a little harder than what I can. Okay, let's see. All right, so I'll try it this way. All right, so I'm going to take my red crayon and I'm going to pick the hair. So everywhere that I see the hair, I'm going to color it in red. Now, even though I'm holding my crayon in a different way, right? I'm not holding it like this. I'm holding it on its side, but even though I'm holding it differently, I'm still trying to color in one direction. I'm still going up and down vertically, right? So what we're trying to do when we color is always, always try to fill in the white spaces. And if we do fill in those white spaces, our whole piece will be more colorful or full of color, right? So more exciting things happen if it's colorful. If it's without color, nothing is gonna happen, right? This white space, it'll stay white if we don't add color, and that's not very exciting. So notice how everywhere that I have hair showing, I'm trying to color in. And so you please do the same on your paper and on your artwork, is try to fill in all of these white spaces to the best of your ability. That means try to do it the best that you can, showing your best effort. Okay, so there's one side of my hair, and that looks about as filled up as I can get it. Okay. And let's see. Now, I didn't tell you, but I hope you know you need these 3 crayons. If you don't have these 3 crayons and you have 2 of the crayons, then use that, okay? Or you can also use color pencils, but please don't use a marker for coloring, and I'm gonna show you why. We're trying to make discoveries, right? So right now we're using the primary colors only, and we're trying to make the secondary colors, or the second family of colors, which I said are the green and the orange and the purple or the violet. So right now I have made this red. What if I add yellow? Let's see if we can make a prediction. What color do you think that red and yellow are going to make when they get mixed together? Let's see. If you're shouting out predictions, you'll see if you're right or wrong. And if you had no idea, we're gonna discover it right now. So I'm going to take my same area of hair and I want you to color with the yellow crayon right on top of the red. And what's happening, boys and girls? It's magical, right? What color are we making? Can you see it? Yes. If you said orange, you're correct. It is making orange. That is awesome. Look at that. And I know that some of you already knew that. And I'm sure that some of you have already done this with crayon or with paints or even with Play-Doh. But some of you have not. And so for those of you who are making this discovery for the first time, I'm really happy to be a part of it. Okay, so make sure that you color right on top of all that red because we're trying to make a secondary color. Okay, so we're making some magic happen. And I'm gonna make sure I press really hard with my yellow and that I'm covering all of my red so that it can become orange. And of course, I'm trying my best to stay in my lines and not go out of the lines. Is it perfect? No, but I'm not either, right? So I'm gonna try my best, and so are you. Okay. I'm gonna press a little bit here. All right, so you should have created an orange, right, with your red and yellow. Okay, great. So now, let's switch colors. Let's choose a blue. If you have a blue color pencil or a blue crayon, or I'm sorry, even a blue oil pastel. You can use oil pastels too. They work really nicely. I'm gonna take my blue crayon and I'm gonna pick another area. Maybe this time I'm going to pick her face. So I'm going to take my crayon and again, I'm just going to color as much of her face or her skin as I can. And my dad taught me this trick. If you block the part that you don't want colored in with your thumb of your other hand, then it keeps it nice and neat and it doesn't go into the other spaces that you don't want to be colored in. So I'm sharing a little tip. Okay, now let's see. Let me try to get the whole thing. Usually I can color a lot faster, boys and girls, but when accidents happen, what are you gonna do? You just try to do your best anyway. Maybe it takes a little bit longer, but that's okay. Gotta keep trying, right? Never quit. Are you listening to me? Okay. All right. I'm gonna color right in that ear, right? Because your ear is still skin, right? And is your skin tone. Now I'm gonna come up here. I know you're gonna do such a much better job than I am. And I'm excited to see these pieces. Okay. And if your hand gets tired, you gotta give it a little break. But what we're gonna do now is, I want you to think about the primary colors. We've used red, and then we added yellow on top. Now we're using blue, and we're going to take another primary color, so either yellow or red, and we're going to color right on top of this blue, right? Just like we did on top of the red. And we're gonna make another discovery, right? We're going to see another color being produced or being made, just like magic. Okay. As you can see, I'm not really taking a lot of time coloring because I don't want to take, whoops, too much of your time. You know what? Yeah, I'll keep it. Well, no, maybe this will be a different color ear, right? It could be. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you. I did that one blue. Maybe this one will be a different color. Maybe this hair will be a different color than this hair. Yeah, right? Because it's our artwork and we can do whatever we like with it, right? As long as we're using the secondary colors, right? So the purpose of our lesson today, which I forgot to remind us all about, is the secondary colors. Using and learning about the secondary colors. So I think I'm going to use yellow. I'm going to use yellow on top of my blue. Oops, what do you think it's gonna make? What do you predict? If you said green, you're right. It's making green, boys and girls. That's so exciting. Green's my favorite color. What's yours? Oh, I like those too. Those are great colors. So now I just want to make sure that I'm coloring all in the same direction. We want to keep it going in the same direction because that helps us not have any white spaces, okay? And the less white spaces there are, the more colorful your piece becomes. So I'm going to do this, and I'm trying to press a little hard so that my colors blend. If you're using some color pencils or if you're using oil pastels, you don't have to press as hard because they're a little softer than the crayons. But I just happen to have crayons here and I thought most of you would have them. And we only need 3 colors, right? To make all of these other colors on the color wheel, which is just amazing, right? So let's keep coloring. I'm gonna try to color all of this that I already colored blue. And boy, that hand's really tired. So you know what? I'm gonna try my right hand. And I'm not a righty, I'm a lefty. But let's give it a shot. Now, you don't have to do this, but I happen to have to. So let's see. That's working out pretty well. I just have to go slowly and carefully. Okay. Okay. Boy, that's sure looking green to me. I like it. And I'm gonna keep going as long as I can. I still have some more blue area to cover with my yellow. Okay, almost there, boys and girls. I just have a little bit left. Okay, so obviously you see some streaks. You see some of the blue underneath, even though I've applied the yellow on top. And that's just because of the materials that we're using. That's how the crayons work. But I think it makes it look super cool, very different. And I hope that you like it as much as I like it. So now, we've made orange, we've made green, and now it's time to make the last secondary color. Can you guess what it's gonna be? I'm not gonna say it, just in case you haven't figured it out. But I'm gonna take this blue, so wherever you're gonna put blue, put your blue. I'm gonna try to fill up the other side of her hair. And remember, boys and girls, I'm obviously not using my left hand. Or I should say I'm not using the right hand. I am using my right hand, but it's not the right hand for me to color with. But you should be using the hand that you are, whether you're a lefty or a righty, and you should be trying your very best to do your very best, right? We always want to show our very best effort. So your very best effort could be way better than mine right now because I'm using the wrong hand, okay? But I'm trying my best. So you just try your best and you will be very successful. I know it. Okay, so here's my rest of my hair. Okay, now we've already mixed these two together. Did we mix these two together? Blue and red? No. So now we're gonna take the red and I want you to color red right on top of this blue. Now, it's not going to look like the color on the color wheel, I promise you. But what color do you think this is supposed to be? What's the only other color left on this color wheel? Let's see. Can you see it? So if we made the green and we made the orange, then the only one left to make is the purple or the violet, right? So the blue and the red should make some sort of purple. Could be a light purple, could be a darker purple. It doesn't look exactly like purple close up, but if you back up a little bit further away, like kind of like where you are right there, to you, this should look purple-ish, right? And that's the point. So far, you have created all three of the secondary colors in the secondary color family. And I am so proud of you, boys and girls. This is tough to do. but exciting, right? I think it's so much fun because it's like we're making magic. Magic with our crayons. Okay, well, that looks a little bit sloppy for me, but it's the very best I can do. And you're gonna do even better than that. So now, if you wanted to, you could continue to do the eyes and do the other ear and do the mouth and the teeth. And remember, this is cubistic, right? And the reference that is on the lesson at the bottom attachment part of Pablo Picasso's portrait, those colors were not realistic, right? They were unrealistic, right? Or surreal. Surreal means not real, right? So I would color the background as well as all of the facial features. That means all of the parts of our face. And that way it can be super colorful. This one I had made using only the primary colors, and then I made my eyes green and I made my real skin tone, right? But for this piece that we are doing now for week 3, I would like it if you would make the whole piece, please, using only the, showing only the secondary colors, but using only the 3 primary colors. So let's review real quick. The primary colors are red and yellow and blue. So you should be using only these 3 crayons. Do not use an orange, a purple, and a green crayon because then you're cheating and you're not creating any magic, right? Okay, so thank you so much, boys and girls, for being with me today. And I so look forward to seeing these beautiful Picasso's inspired pieces from you for this week, okay? And thank you, and I'll see you again next week. Bye, see you next week.